Hi, kids. Hey, I'm so glad that you welcomed me to be here today and be part of the College and Career Day. I just wanted to introduce you a little bit to some of the things that I did as an animator for different companies like Disney, Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera, and different projects that I got to work on for 27 years. And the work of an animator, if you're interested in art, you have to just basically love drawing. And one of the things that I think a lot of animators have in common is that they don't mind sitting and concentrating on looking at an image for a long time and seeing how they can make it better. And also, of course, for animation, they have to learn how to make it move from one place to another. So a lot of it involves being able to concentrate on seeing what you're looking at and being able to imagine things so that you can draw them. And my basic book that I wrote, See What You're Looking At, is something that explains how to begin to see what you're looking at so that then you'll be able to draw it better. And one of the things that I think is really important is just basically allowing yourself to be a good observer. And I remember when I was a kid always loving to study things. When I'd look at them, like when I was looking at somebody's face, I'd be like studying the shape of their nose or looking at their eyes and pretending in a sense that I was drawing it while I'd look at them. So maybe it's something that you like to do naturally too. And also, of course, just being interested in everything and what makes things tick. So a lot of it has to do with science and just because how are things made? The structure of the body, how the legs move when they walk, and observing things that when somebody walks, maybe you see their body go up and down and up and down and stuff like that. Anyway, so those are all things just for observation. Now, one of the things also I wanted to share with you is that if you like to draw, well, that's a good start right there. So if you're interested in being an artist, it's a good idea to start with paper and pencil. So I wanted to show you a few things on my desk here that perhaps you can understand some of the fun things that an artist does. So here, let me switch cameras and I'll show you.
We just draw a drawing that we want to focus on, and if you want to clean it up so it looks a lot nicer, you can get a new piece of paper and put it over it. Now I'm using here what they call a light board, which is a board which has a light behind it so that I can see what I have underneath. The light shining through it allows me to see the drawing so I can trace it, can clean them up. And one of the things you can remember is to be comfortable with your pencil. Move your hand. You see how I'm moving my hand like this? Your hand naturally wants to go in a curve like this because of the way our joints are. So the parts that are curved like that, you can actually do the way the curve is. In animation, we have rotating discs that make it easier to turn your paper around. And together, hold it like this, and move the drawing so that I can continue with the way that my hand is normally comfortable in drawing, which is like this. And as I go around, anything that's that way, I will draw using that same comfortable zone of natural turning radius that my joints normally want to do. So you see, this is comfortable for the hand to make a curve this way. Normally, it's more difficult to go like this. You can use your whole wrist and make a really nice, smooth line. And then it's much easier to clean up your drawing when you have this, when you can move your picture around. You already know where you want the lines because you did that in the rough sketch. And then you can just clean it up the way you like and put your, darken the areas that you want dark. And this makes it a little simpler to do your cleanup. There you go. And you see, it's a lot easier to see. That's how you do it. And so there you go. That's called cleanup. And the thing people don't realize is that they do this all the time in commercial art. You think that it looked perfect the first time, but it didn't. It was sketched out first, and then they get a fresh piece of paper and they draw over it. Here's an excerpt from a class that I showed the kids how to draw using the natural rotation of their wrist, and how you could make a perfect circle just by going around and around using that wrist action. And then if you add 2 ovals inside of the circle, it almost begins to look like a sphere. And when you darken 1/2 of each oval, then it turns it into looking like it really is 3D. And you could try it too. Practice drawing spheres. Have some fun. It's just amazing what you can do with paper and pencil. See what you can come up with. Well, so thank you so much for looking at all these interesting things today. If you think you might be interested in being an artist, I just want to let you know that there are so many careers that really need someone who has a good artistic skill. Everything from designers, like package designers, people who do all kinds of like blueprints, or architects, people who sign painters, and any kind of job using an artistic or decorative skill, whether you're doing landscape architecture or working on making a house look beautiful, interior design, even tattoo artists have to be a good artist. So there's tons of places where that skill is very valuable wherever you go. One of the things that I think is really a good idea is if you think that you might be someone who enjoys art and wants to develop your artistic abilities, then I have a surprise or a wonderful gift for you. There are free lessons from this book available at our website, which is edudesigns.org, and I'll write a link down below. And in here, there are so many things. Everything I learned in 30 years is in this book. So if you would like some free sample lessons, just go to that website and you can scroll down to the bottom and fill in the form where it says you want to download those free lessons. So that's something you can do. If you think that you might be interested in art, then go to our website and learn more. I am Ruth Elliott-Hilsdon, and I'm the director of EDU Designs. And thank you for letting me be part of your learning
and education today.